Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm a bit bright today. Let me try to see if I can fix this brightness situation we got going on. It's always something. It's always something with the stream. I'll be right back, you guys. Let me see if I can fix this brightness. Be right back. All right. Whew, that was crazy. All right, we fixed that problem. I think we fixed the problem. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we fixed it. All right, how's everybody doing today? We're about to pop this chat, over here real quick. So this is just going to be the introduction to the show this morning. So that's what I'm gonna start doing when I do the live streams in the morning. I'm gonna just take a few minutes to give people a chance to kind of come in, and during that time, we'll just talk. We may do some questions before I start the actual options list here. And we'll take time to actually pop the live chat in over here too, because I realized I can't get that chat over there pre-show. So I have to be going live and get the live information from the chat, and then I can pop that up. So let's go ahead and do that. But how's everybody doing today? We got sun here in Philadelphia, so I hope you guys are having a good day as well. I hope you guys are getting some sun out where you are. Unless you don't like sun, then I hope you're not getting sun. All right, let's pop this over here. I think that chat worked well, though. I think it worked well. What do you guys think? I think it was big enough for us to read it and see things in real time, which I liked. So let's go ahead and get that up here. And there we go. So yeah, we do need a Christmas theme now. We do. We need a Christmas theme. I was thinking about, you know what I'm going to do, though? I got a wreath I'm going to put right above that monitor right there. So I'm going to throw a wreath up there. So we'll have a wreath in the scene. And maybe I'll throw some, maybe I'll like border that door right there with some garland. Is it called garland? I'm not really sure. But good morning, everybody. So let's go ahead and, now that we got the chat up, let's, I think that's the last element we have to work. Yeah, that was it. All right, so we're good to go. All right, so let me go ahead and let's go ahead and get the theme music going. What I'm gonna do is start cutting these things up. I'm gonna ask the question again today. I asked yesterday, no one said anything. So, like, come on, guys, I need some help. I think I'm gonna start putting it out as a podcast. So, this is why I'm trying to get it a little more organized in the beginning and end. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. I'm gonna record a few like this, and then we'll see what it does. Did I see Voya deep dive on screen on the Remarkable Paper Pro? No, I haven't seen it. We'll look at that. We'll take a look at that during the show. We'll take a look at that, Doc. He's like, Garland is French. I don't know about English. I think it is. I think that's why they call it, garland. It's probably a French thing that we just got wrong here in America and just started calling it something else. But yeah, we're going to go over that too. So I'll put YouTube on the list here of the options list. That'll be great. All right, so let's go ahead and find this theme music here and get the show going. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Rants About Tech for Tuesday, November 3rd, 2024. My name is Roderick. Welcome to the show. We got a bunch of friends with us here today. I see a lot of members here in the show. We got CJ. Let's give CJ some air horns here. We got CJ in the building today. Appreciate you. Who else? What other? We got Doc in the stream in the chat today. What's going on, Doc? And who else we got? We got 20. I think we got 2530 in the chat here too. So shout out to 2530. It's a sunny day, like I said, here in Philadelphia. So I hope you guys are enjoying your morning, and I'm glad that you are with me here today. We're going to talk about a few things. First thing, though, we're going to talk about the national and international holidays. Today is National Giving Day. You know I got to mention it. It's National Giving Day. Like, it's the day to give to your local donations or whatever organization you contribute to. Rants About Tech should be one of them. We got T-shirts on the website. So National Giving Day. Think about donating to a good cause, buying a T-shirt and getting something for your donation. There we go. RantsaboutTech.com in the description. It should be. We got National Roof Over Your Head Day. Like, who would have thought? National Roof Over Your Head Day. There's a day to be thankful for having a roof over your head. I'm thankful for that every day, especially on a day like today when it's cold outside. You got to be thankful for a roof over your head when it's cold. You got to be thankful. What else? We got International Day of Persons with Disabilities. So this is a national holiday promoting understanding and inclusion of people with disabilities throughout your everyday life. Let's bring awareness to that too. So those are the national, international holidays we got today. I'm not sure if you guys are big on movies, but Moana cleaned up at the box office. If you got kids, do you know how big Moana is? Cleaned up. I never would have guessed it. So huge. And you got to talk about the things that's huge. I also got another set of Meta Ray-Bans coming in. Like, if you've been following the channel, you know me. I did an unboxing of the Meta Ray-Bans. I was testing them extensively. And if you know the channel, if you watch the live stream, you know that I disc golf regularly. I had the Meta Ray-Ban glasses in my hoodie going disc golfing. I took them off to find my disc. So if you disc golf in the Northeast, you're gonna get a lot of woods. So they're beautiful though, especially in the summertime and in the fall, spring too. Winter not so beautiful, but it's a good time. The one I have over here by where I live, it is beautiful year round. So, but anyway, disc golfing, and went to go find my disc in the bushes. I undoubtedly bent over or something and didn't notice my glasses fell out of my hoodie. So I lost the Meta Ray-Bans, but we got another pair coming. So I'll be able to finish that process up and actually do a review on that product. And I got the transition lenses this time. The last ones I got were just the shades. So I mean, if you wore them outside, it wasn't very good. I mean, if you wore them outside, that was the use case for them. If you wore them inside, I mean, I did things with them inside, but I didn't test them to the extent I wanted to inside because of the shades nature of them. But the ones I'm getting now are going to be transitions. So I will be doing extensive inside testing of the AI on those glasses. So that'll be fun. What else we got here? We got promotions. So T-shirts, like I said before, Giving Tuesday. T-shirts. Now let's check out the site actually. Let's go ahead and check out the site here. Do we have the site up? We do. All right, so rantsaboutTech.com, T-shirts there. We got black ones coming. We did a live stream a few days ago, and in the live stream to the members, we put out a poll just for the members to kind of judge what they wanted to have in the store next. So the next shirt we're going to have, this is a white tee with the black or the gray lettering. We're going to have a black tee with the gray lettering for the second shirt. So those are ordered, and they should be coming in soon. So yeah, they are there. Other ways to support the channel. Memberships. Oh boy. Did I mistakenly? Oh, I think I mistakenly overlapped something. The remarkable killed me on my thing. Memberships. So we have memberships there, and the cool thing about the memberships that I do is that the memberships gives like the members a voice in what's going on. We're gonna check out some polls here in a second. They're just members only polls that kind of dictate what days we do live streams, what times, and things like that. So that's one of the cool things of being a member, and it's also a way to support the channel. Super thanks is another way to support the channel. If you get some value out of anything that I've said, any of the videos that I put out, you get a tidbit from the live streams that I put out, because I do put some gems out on the live streams. It's not all just me being silly. It's not all silliness, although it's a lot of that. I put out some gems on live streams. So if you get some value from the live streams, you get some value from the videos, the easiest way to show your thanks is, or show that you got some value from what you were watching or the content you consumed, is a super thanks. So consider super thanks if you get some value from the content. What else? Comments. I do want to do some comments. Jay, what's going on? Good to see you. Nazoni says, let's go to the chat. Let's do some chat stuff right now, since I've been talking about promotion stuff. Shamelessly promoting myself, but still, you got to do it. If I don't, who will, right? To the chat, we have Nazoni says, funny, I just ordered Meta glasses, and they're supposed to arrive today. Transition lenses, I'm glad to hear you talk about it. It seems like you like like it. Good. Yeah, I do love them. Nazona, you're gonna love them. I was talking to my brother 2 days ago about my brother bought the Meta Ray-Ban, the limited edition. When they had, I wanted to get them so bad, but I was like, I got a pair. It would be silly to buy a second pair just to have clear ones, because there was no way I was going to hold on to them as a collector's item, although they were limited edition. And if I was a real capitalist, I'm a baby capitalist. I'm trying to be a big capitalist, but my brother's a big capitalist, so he was like, I'm just gonna buy the clear ones and hold them as a collector's item. He was not even buying them to wear. But after hearing me talk so much about the ones that I had and how much I used them and how thankful I was to have them, like the things that they do for you, he was like, I'm gonna buy a second pair to wear. So he just bought a second pair to wear. He's loving them. And he asked me the number one thing that I liked about them, above and beyond the AI. And what I told him was, the biggest thing for me for the Meta glasses were the fact that you have, if you wear glasses, it's a no-brainer, right? If you wear glasses, the Meta Ray-Bans are almost a no-brainer, at least a try. Honestly, I don't wear glasses, and to me, I'm going to be a glass wearer because of those things. And I may even get my eyes checked now that I'm going to be wearing glasses on my face anyway, because I know it's not 2020 here. It's not even all 100% up here, but it's definitely not 2020 here for sure. So, yeah, I was thinking about just getting a pair of lenses put in the glass, but that's a tangent. But the thing is, I like the most about them, other than the AI, and what I told him was the open ear nature of the headphones. You always have a set of headphones in your ear almost, because the handles obviously have speakers in them. They are the best open ear headphones that don't go over your ear, in my opinion. It's hard to explain. Typically, when headphones aren't in your ear, the sound is garbage, like utter and total garbage. But the Meta Ray-Bans sound really good. They have no bass, so I mean, you got to make that sacrifice. But that's a small price to pay. But the sound is so good, and the biggest thing about the sound for me is that the open ear nature of it keeps you present in and around the environment that you're in. So I one wheel a lot, and I disc golf. So when I disc golf and one wheel with people, it's awesome to be able to have my theme music playing in my ear while I'm doing whatever activity I'm doing, but still be present in the moment. I can still hear my friends talking to me. I can still hear what's going on in the woods or whatever if I'm on the one wheel and doing a trail or something. Like, these are things that make them invaluable. And not only that, they're almost better than a smartwatch in that you get a notification when you get messages, phone calls, and things like that. Obviously, in your ear, it lets you know who's calling you, and you can even have them tell you what they're saying on that. But the thing is that it keeps you from going to your watch, right? Like, I have a couple smartwatches, and having the Meta Ray-Bans keep me from going to the watch. Like, because instead of feeling my watch vibrate or hearing a notification come in and checking my watch and having to stop what I'm doing to do that, the Meta Ray-Bans just do it automatically. You hear the notification come in, and there's a setting on their phone that you can make in the app that just automatically starts telling you what the message is. So you don't even have to initiate the response or do anything. It just gives you the notification that you got a message, and then follows with the message if you have that set up in your settings. And then it'll also, right after that, give you an option to reply back to it. So all of this is, you don't have to do anything to initiate this, which to me is the value. You're still in the moment. You're still doing whatever you're doing. You don't have to respond to it, right? You can totally ignore its initiation and asking you to respond to a message. You can totally ignore it, and it'll stop. But you can also interact with it without having to do anything. That's what I love about it. It solves a lot of problems with one device. It's so nice. Anyway, we'll be back to that soon. Jay says, currently watching from Spirit Flight 106 using Palm 2, very on brand. Good on you, bro. That's what's up, Jay. Don't stop being awesome, bro. Don't stop being awesome, Jay. That is the most awesomest thing I've heard all day. I mean, we're only at 10:20 in the morning, but still, that is the most awesomest thing I've heard all day. Big up to Jay. Jay, get the air horns. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Oh, hold on. There we go. Jay, get the air horns. That's what's up, Jay. I love that. I love that. Nazoni says, thanks for the info. You're welcome. I love to rant and rave about the Meta Ray-Bans. They're awesome. They've been an invaluable tool for me as a content creator, which we're going to talk about. Another thing that I got that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Let me put that on my list before I forget. Yeah, that was another thing I forgot to talk about. It's a security cam that I have that I wanted to see. I'm gonna use it in a pretty intuitive way. Like I was sent a security cam by a company who wants me to talk about it, and I initially thought, that's creepy. I don't want to review a security cam that you can't see. Like the whole point is to put it. Am I getting ahead of myself? We're talking about the Meta Ray-Bans. Let's get back to it. My bad. We'll get to the camera. We'll get to the camera. Back to the chat. We got 2530 Media says, I'm getting the Metas next month. Dude, you're going to love them. And I know you create content, so you as a content creator, you're going to love it. Hold on, let me go to Jay. Jay, you're killing me right now. Jay says, that ultra-fast refresh mode works well. I bet it does. I bet it does. I just can't. I would buy the Palma 2, Jay. If the Palma 2 would just add a stylus. If the Palma 2 would just add a stylus, I'd buy it. Oh, snap. We got 12 people in the chat. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Rants About Tech Live. If you haven't been here before, we're just talking about tech news. 90% of it is eInk, though. I ain't going to lie to you. 90% of it is eInk. But thanks for joining us. And good morning from Philadelphia, wherever you are. It was sunny here about 20 minutes ago. Now it's getting cloudy. It's probably going to be cloudy for the rest of the day. I hope you guys are enjoying better weather than me. I hope it's warmer where you're at. Back to 2530 Media. You're going to love that, the Ray-Bans. Like I said, I know you create content, and for a content creator, the Meta Ray-Bans are almost an invaluable tool. They're almost like an invaluable tool, man. You can be doing stuff and recording the content right. It's just awesome. I love it. Yeah, so let's go back to the options list here. Oh, membership stuff. So we finished the membership stuff, and we can talk about the security cam actually. But before we do that, let's go to some comments. I wanted to talk about a couple comments I had. Let's open it up. I think we're talking about the comments here. Oh, no, we haven't finished the membership stuff. Let's finish up the membership stuff. So as far as the membership goes, we had some polls up here. Let's take a look at those. So we got 14 votes on the live stream weekend day poll. So essentially we got, I put out a poll for the members asking what day on the weekend would they rather the live stream be on. And the last time we checked this, it was an almost overwhelming Saturday. And now it looks like Sundays, with the more members that we're getting, more people are responding to the poll. So Sunday is creeping up as building some steam. So Saturday's coming up in the rear. But I mean, Sunday's coming up in the rear, but Saturday is still winning right now. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on that poll. The next poll I have here for the members is a poll asking now what we have. Oh, what is this? Oh, this was saying what time during the weekday. So right now we do streams Monday through Friday on the weekday, starting at 10 a.m. And it looks like from this that's going to remain the same. So yeah, I mean, this time is good for me. We'll try to work some other stuff in for some other people. Maybe once a month I'll do a live stream in the morning at a different time, or maybe twice a month or something like that. We can work something in for the members. But for right now, it looks like 10 a.m. is going to remain the same. But like I said, I'm going to keep these polls up for a month, and then we'll tally them up at the end of the month and give a chance for a bigger sample size of members. 7 p.m. has been winning handily for the evening stream that looks like Saturday's winning on. So it looks like for the members, it looks like they prefer 7 p.m. as a time. Like I said, in about another week or so, I'm going to put out another poll for earlier times during the weekend to see if people prefer times earlier than 7, because it seems like 7 is winning so handily that it may be that people want it to be even earlier than 7. So we'll put out a different poll for the members talking about that there. But that's the information for the polls that we have out for the members right now. And I have some other ones in the making as far as the limited edition orange shirts. We got a couple of submissions for that. And I think everyone's idea about the orange shirts is pretty much the same. So I'll need like a week or so to put something together. But as soon as I get something together, we'll put that out there in a poll to see what people think. Let's go back to the chat real quick before we head off to the next topic here. We got Jay with an EMR layer, I would almost never put this thing down. Seriously, like a second brain, which you know I need that. Same. And that's why I want it, Jay. It would literally be like a second brain situation. I'd always have that thing on me. Always. And I mean, just make it, man, it wouldn't, to me, Jay, it wouldn't even need to be cell service, although that would be nice. Cell service would be nice, but it wouldn't even need to be anything fancy, man. Just a little bitty note taker. Just treat it like a little pocket notepad. That would be great. Greg, morning. How's it going, Greg? Let's get Greg the air horns. Let's get Greg the air horns here. What we got? Morning, Greg. How you doing? Thanks for joining us, man. Greg's a member. We call him Gregory for short. Glad you could join us, man. We were just talking about the membership stuff. We just went over the polls. It looks like Saturday's winning for the weekend stream again. It looks like 10 a.m. is winning for the weekday stream for time. And it looks like 7 p.m. is winning for the weekend stream time. So, a couple things. Nothing big, though. We'll put out more streams. More polls for that. So the security cam that I was just talking about. So the security cam comes from a company who does small security cams. He said, hold on, let's go to the chat. Greg says, oh man, we're talking about the note taker. Stop. Dude, man, I'm telling you. We were just talking about discussing, what was it? We were just discussing the Palma 2 if it had a Wacom layer. Could you imagine, Greg? Could you imagine? I couldn't. I would lose it. They could charge what they wanted to for that thing. I'd buy it. I wouldn't even care. Sight unseen. But yes, that security cam that I was talking about. I was hesitant to do it when they emailed me and asked me if I wanted to talk about it. I was like, it's a bit creepy. Like a camera that you hide somewhere so people don't know it's there. I mean, that's two ways to look at this, right? You could look at it as someone's trying to hide the camera somewhere so they can catch you doing stuff, or you can see it as security. You just want to make sure it's hidden so no one knows it's there in case someone breaks into your home, or like a babysitter situation. Someone's in your home that doesn't live there. And you want to make sure things are on the up and up. Greg says, we should find a backer and make this thing. Oh, Greg, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. A little note taker, just a little Wacom layer, just like someone even, I forgot who came up with the idea. We were in a stream last week and someone was like, yeah, and you can slide the stylus in the top of it. Whew. It would be so great. Like this, oh my God. It would be so great. It would be so great. But the camera. So I was like, that would be creepy. That would be creepy to do a camera. But then I thought I could spin this in a direction. Like I could say, okay, well, you know what? I want to have a camera that I can put in a place in a position that I would not be able to normally put a camera for my own personal selfish content creation needs. I'm selfish. So I thought, well, I would review a security cam if it was something I could put somewhere to record content that I would not normally be able to put a camera. And that's when the idea was born. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Show me what you got. Show me what you got. And if you got something that I can use, then I'll let you know, and then we'll do this. We'll do this. So I found something. Oh, oh boy. Let me take a look real quick here. So I found something. And it's I'll show it to you guys. I'm going to review it, but I haven't unboxed it yet. Because I got to do that. I got to do the unboxing. Come on. That was you, Greg, with the pen in the top? We're going to the chat right now. Greg, that was a killer idea. That was a killer idea, Greg. It's a killer idea. Jay says, by the way, Rod, did your Viwoods get the Play Store update yet? Any weird incompatibilities you found? I'm surprised Google let them do it with Android 11, which they already EOL'd. Oh, they did. I do. I haven't tested it yet. I just been updating the Viwoods. The Note Air 4C has been taking all my time. I want to apologize to Viwoods. They wanted a review like in a timely manner. The Note Air 4C is taking so much time. I just got done with the hardware review for it, which I contacted Jeffrey Moss to see if he can do a cameo for me. I hope he says yes. Oh, I haven't sent the email out yet. I'm sending it this morning. I was writing it, so we're trying to get a Jeffrey Moss cameo because he's famous. We need a Jeffrey Moss cameo, especially if we're talking about battery life. So yeah, I updated it. I haven't tested it yet. I'm anticipating jumping into the Viwoods at the same time I jump into this camera, which is going to be maybe next week. At the very least, the weekend. But when I jump into that, I'm giving that my full undivided attention so I can get that knocked out and out of the way. I want to have an opinion on it, and I just don't right now. Other than the screen. I have an opinion on the screen. I just don't have an opinion on the software. And people are in the comments like, "Oh, could you give me an opinion on the software?" I can't. I just don't know enough about it yet. It came at a time when I was like, when the Note Air 4C dropped, it was like, okay, it came at a time when I was doing a lot of things. I got the security cam, the Note Air 4C, and another thing we're about to talk about here in a second. So anyway, I'm going to jump into that Viwood software the weekend. I have an opinion. Saturday stream, I have an opinion about the Viwood software on Saturday stream. But let me take a look at this. Let me take a look at this security cam though, so I can give you guys a look at it. I forgot the name of this company. Oh, I feel terrible now. Well, actually, I don't. I shouldn't feel terrible. Let's just type in security cam. Oh, there it goes. I found it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's get this over here to the other window. Now, this is the site right here. I think it's all right. So this is a hidden camera company. And this is what I went with. I went with the Wi-Fi Bluetooth enabled like smoke detector type camera. So I'm going to review this camera right here. I picked the best one they had. I think it was this one right. Yeah, this one right here. Yep. So I picked that because my thinking was, yeah, it's a hidden cam thing, right? But I picked it because I'm like, well, I could put it in the ceiling and it could just be like a camera that records like time-lapse stuff in the studio. So that was my idea. Is that creepy? Am I creepy for reviewing a hidden camera in a smoke detector and using it as my record the studio camera? I would never be able to put a camera up here otherwise, if not for something like this. So that's my idea. That's my take on it. Am I creepy for reviewing a hidden camera? Let me know, chat. I need your support on this. I need your support on that. All right, so Jay says, this world of security cameras is interesting because they really do seem to be all trying to compete both on price and features now. Yeah, especially since these small cameras are so cheap to make, or they just become so widespread. Like these little cell phone cameras are about the same type of cam. The cameras in your cell phone are about the size of the cameras that are in these hidden camera things. So the quality in them is very good. I mean, that's the test, right? That's what I want to see. I want to see if, because there's a few things that I do, even for the eInk, that I could benefit from having a top down, like a bird's eye view camera. I could think of some cool camera angles with that. So that's the angle I'm approaching this from. I might get into how to spot these things too. Maybe that angle as well. Maybe we'll see. The next product we're gonna talk about. Remember that? Remember that? What was that? The iFlyTek, the AI Note Air 2. Let me look that up here. So the AI Note Air 2. So so they reached out. I remember talking about them in another stream. I was like, yeah, this company reached out to me. They do translators. This is like a translator company. They make small portable translator devices. And they reached out to me and I was like, sure, I could find a use case for a translator device, especially just me just reviewing some tech on the channel. But they weren't willing to they were like, yeah, well, we need this, that, and the third. I'm like, first of all, I don't want any money. And that's because I don't want them to have any control. And they wanted a bit of control over the video. So I was like, okay, well, we can't do that. So I didn't do the translator. But they double back and they're like, oh, would you like to review this? And this time they didn't have any stipulations. They're like, we'll just send you a device and you can just review it. Like, now we're talking. Now we're talking. So yeah, I mean, should I do it? Are we concerned about the AI Note Air 2? Is that something we want to see on the channel? The iFlyTek, Jay says the iFlyTek thing is very niche. I think specifically meant for people who have a lot of in-person meetings. True. And that was my vibe from watching the other reviews. That's why I wasn't right. It was not something I was going to buy. Let's put that out there right there. I wasn't going to buy that to review it because I just saw it. I knew who it was coming from. I had dealt with the company before. And I'm like, I don't think this is a mainstream type of thing considering what this company does. Functional Doc says, I wouldn't want any camera inside my house. Call me old fashioned. And well, yeah. But that's why I'm saying it felt creepy. When I started thinking about it, I'm like, hidden camera just felt wrong. And I don't want to put something on the channel that just rubs people the wrong way. So I don't have to do this review. Which is why I'm talking to you, the viewers, about it. And more importantly, the members here. Yeah. I have an opportunity to do it. The AI Note Air 2. I'm considering it. I'm considering doing it. I have a lot of things to do, so that's the thing right there. If there's enough interest in it, I'd make time to do it. But if there's not a lot of interest in it, then I may even put out a poll just to see before I respond. CES. Chat, your boy going to CES. I may have access to some eInk companies. I'm going to be a VIP. I'm going to be VIPing it up in CES in Las Vegas. Beginning of January. I'm trying to figure out the days that make more sense. The itinerary is crazy. It's ridiculous. I had to stop looking at it. It was making my head hurt. Let's take a look. The CES itinerary is redonkulous. Speaking of which, I need to go ahead and register. I just got my VIP pass today. So I need to go. So I need to go ahead and register. I don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to create the account right now. We just want to look at the event. Okay. CES January 7th through 10th. Your boy will be there. I'll be in the building. I'm going to do some lives from there. Maybe we'll get an interview or two from some people who matter. I'm hoping. At this point, I would interview anybody. Someone just randomly with their dog, I'll interview them. So hopefully it's somebody with some eInk knowledge. That would be great. But I will be at CES. The itinerary is just redonkulous. I couldn't decipher it. They've got some pretty decent keynote speakers there. They're going to have some. But as always, I'm more interested in the AI slash eInk component of this whole production here. They got some CES tech talks. Yeah, so I'll be there, and I'll have media access. Media opportunities. So I'll have media access. Like I said, I'll be taking pictures. I'll do some lives. If you guys want me to do or see anything, take a look at anything particular, like about CES, like yeah, take a look at this while you're there. That might be helpful. Let me know. I've never been to CES. I was invited and was shocked by it. So, and that people would give me VIP access, media access. Like I get a media pass. Who would have thought? Let's go to the chat real quick. We got CJ says. Actually, no. Let's go to Functional Doc. Functional Doc says I have a published guideline for company wanting you review their product. Yeah, I need to publish that. I do. You know what I need to do also as well, Functional Doc, because my methods for accepting review material is so unorthodox. It's just unlike what most reviewers are doing. I need to just make me a proposal for myself and just add the stipulations that I have for reviewing a product into this proposal, and then just send it out to companies, and so they'll have my guidelines there, and just have some on hand for me to send back when I get requests, like today. I got a few requests today. There's another company who reached out to me about something. I haven't gotten to it yet. I turned down a lot of stuff, you guys. I turned down a lot of products. But that's going to lead into me asking another question here. But let's get to the chat before we go on to the next question. What do we got here? All right, CJ says I have one inside my home. It's plugged and on only when they're away for a few days. Yeah, only when we're away for a few days. Yeah, and like I said, lots of people find them useful. Lots of people find them intrusive, right? And that's the fine line I'm trying to ride right here. And I don't want to put it out on the channel and then people are like, well, that's creepy. Why do you got hidden security cam on your channel? That's the last thing I want, which is why I'm trying to approach it from I'm using this cam as a cam that gets shots that I would not normally be able to get from above, which is why I chose the smoke detector one. I can just kind of stick it on the ceiling. You know? I wonder how it powers itself, though. We're going to get into that. Like I said, the weekend I'm going to tear into the new products I'm going to be reviewing for the next week or so, including the Viwoods AI paper. All right, so like I said, I need guidelines, right? I need to let the companies know my guidelines. And but that takes me to the next question. Like, under what conditions do you guys feel like it's okay to take money for a review? Right? Like, my stance has long been, since I've started this YouTube thing, is that I just don't take money for reviews. Companies reach out, and sometimes that's the first thing they say. How much do you want for a review? And I'm like, nothing. Just send me the device. And no stipulations. We're good to go. But I'm starting to think about that a bit. So under what circumstances, because I get offered money, but I want to feel good about taking it if I do. And I want my viewers to know about the circumstances in which I do take money, if I do decide to go that route. I haven't yet, but they're making it tempting. They're making it tempting. So yeah, under what circumstances, you guys, would you? So under what circumstance, if I said, I'm going to put this out as a members only poll too, so you guys know. But under what circumstance is a YouTube reviewer okay to accept money for a review in you guys' eyes? Are there any circumstances? Do you feel like no, under no circumstances do I think that should be happening? I mean, we all know it does, right? But I'm asking your personal opinion. Should it? And do you think it should be a thing? Yeah. So let me know. Let me know. While you guys mull that over, um, I'll also open it up to any questions that anyone has right now. Let's do the quick Q&A. That's my question to you guys. Under what condition is it okay to accept payment for review? And you guys can give, and whatever questions you guys have for me, we'll hang out for the next like 10, 15 minutes or so, doing a Q&A. Any questions on any topic, on any device, any tech related thing whatsoever. Going to the chat, 2530 says, if you can give an honest review, you should take the money. I've long been against that. I've long been against that view because my thought was if you take money, you can't give an objective review. But I'm thinking now, I've been offered money to talk about devices that I would have bought myself, and I've been offered money to talk about, and I just was like, nah, I can't do that. You know what I mean? So now I'm thinking, especially with the amount of money people are talking about for reviews, like, my thing is I'll take money, and I feel weird saying it to companies. Like, this is what I want to say. And one of my favorite reviewers, Casey at Camera Conspiracies, this is how he does it. And I think it's awesome. And he actually got me thinking about actually doing, or taking money for reviews because of how he does it. So what he does is, like, he'll take money to do a review, but also put in his stipulations that there's no oversight. He has his stipulations, but he still takes money for the review. And I thought that was interesting that you can even have stipulations. So I thought maybe I'll, and just like, who said this up in the comments? Someone put up in the comments. Functional Doc says, as long as you publish guidelines for companies who want me to review their product, have guidelines. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to write up some guidelines just to send back. Now, I have things that I say to companies, but to have a written thing that I can just send back that kind of states everything would be good. I'm new to this. Did I say that? I'm getting better at my job, but I'm still new. Mashup Mike says, can you recap everything I just got here? Yeah, definitely, Mashup Mike. So, essentially, the last question I just asked was, how do you guys feel about YouTube reviewers taking money for reviews? Under what circumstance is it okay? Because you guys know my stance has long been, if they offer me money, it usually comes with like strings attached. They want this, that, and the third, A, B, and C, and you to say certain things. That's why I've never done it. But I've recently been put on to the fact that there are companies who will allow you to dictate under what circumstances you even accept money. Like, I realized like lately that there are YouTubers who get paid and they have their own stipulations, but they're still getting paid for the review, even though they're not required to say anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'll tell a company, hey, I'll put together a package of 3 or 4 videos, and if you pay me for the videos, that's fine. I get to say what I want to say and put them out how I want to put them out, and there's no oversight. I would do that. Let's go to the chat real quick. Mashup, that's what it was. Essentially, that's the last question it was about. We'll do a whole show review before the end. Who do we got here? Jay says, I retain complete control of content. You don't get to decide whether or not it gets posted. I tell my viewers the arrangement up front. Yeah, that's exactly what I would do, Jay, to the letter. To the letter. Gregory says, under no circumstances, however, making money in just subs and reviews is, I'm sure, tough. Well, all right. So Gregory is taking the stance that I've long taken, which is under no circumstances should you take money for reviews, because that you just can't give an unbiased review if you're getting paid for it. Right. And that to me has almost nothing to do with the company. That has just to do with people and their natural like tendency to just be biased towards something you got paid for. I couldn't though. I would. This is my fear. The fear is I'd get paid for doing a review and I totally trash the product, and then the company's like, "Oh, we didn't know you were going to trash the product. We'll never work with you again. You'll never work in this town again." But if I don't take money, then they can't be mad about me saying whatever I feel like saying, and I'm going to say whatever I feel like saying. So that's been the dilemma. 2530 says you put time and resources to make the content, so you should be compensated. That's how I'm starting to feel because of how much time it takes to make the kind of content that I make. You know what I mean? Gregory also says, how much are we talking? We'll get into that. We'll get into that, Greg. Matter of fact, we might go a little long today, but we'll get into that, Greg. Functional Doc says, it's a slippery slope. Must disclose that this is a paid review video. It is cheap marketing for the companies. Yeah. And it can be a slippery slope, Doc. And that's kind of one of the reasons I've kind of stayed away from it, just so I can have that unfeathered, like, integrity. You know, like, if I just say no to it all, then, no one can come at me sideways about anything, about my opinion anyway. You know what I mean? CJ says, as long as you don't make unbox therapy like paid reviews, it's good. No, I could never do that. My style of doing it, if I were to do it, you guys would know about it before I started doing anything like that. Like the moment I changed my opinion on these type of videos, you will know first before I even put one out. Secondly, especially my members will know long in advance of me doing anything like that. But if I did do something like that, it would be, like I said, with the stipulation of you're paying me to put a certain amount of work in, not to say certain things. And that's the distinction. I'm okay with getting paid with putting a certain amount of work in as long as no one gets to decide what I say, right? That's the thing. As long as I want to get paid for the work. Like, hey, we'll pay you to do X amount of videos. You get to say what you want to say. You get to do what you want to do. Put them out in a timely manner, but however you feel like, and we'll just pay you for the work that you're doing. That's my perfect ideal scenario. That would be perfect. As long as you don't make, all right. 2530 says, I bought the 10.3 because of your review. You should see some sort of compensation for that. Okay. And I've stayed away from affiliate links because of that too. Because I don't want anyone to think that because I'm getting a kickback for the device that affects the video. Mashup Mike says, take the money, just disclose it, and tell them that they do not have final say on what gets published. Agreed. If I did it, that's how I would do it, Mashup. Functional Doc says, Dr. Mobile on YouTube is fair example, but as a reviewer, when you take money, do you lose your credibility? That's the thing. My credibility means way more to me than the money. Like I'm fine. Like I'm not hurting for money. Like I don't need to do it for the money. If I did it for the money, it would just be because they see the value in the way that I make videos, and they want to compensate me for that. eInk Unplugged, how's it going? Good morning, good to see you. I'm glad you decided to join the chat today. eInk Unplugged says, my channel don't make money. What are your tips in making money doing what you love? Yeah, saw you sold some shirts. Yeah, so that's my thing. Basically what eInk Unplugged is saying is that he was talking about his channel, or his channel is not making money, but what are my tips like in making money doing what you love? So that's the thing. You got to do what you love, and doing this is what I love doing. And plus I found a group of people that I like talking to. That's hard for me. I'm not for everyone. So to know that I found a community of people that like the content I make, that I can talk with and have that feedback with, is awesome. Like, this is the dream for me. I would, this is the definite dream for me. So that means more to me than the money aspect of it. And like I said, selling the t-shirts, again, shameless plug. Today is what is today? Today is Giving Tuesday. Support your local stores, your local shops. Buy t-shirts. Support the channel. RantsaboutTech.com. Anyway, so yeah, those kind of things are what I want to like support the channel off of. Things like that, the pin sales, memberships, ads. You know what I mean? But the companies who take out ads also want to work with you in a more personal manner and then pay you for that work, but also have say. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. Okay, so Functional Doc says, it is like expert witness who only work for plaintiffs or insurance company. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a good point. That's a unique way of putting it too, Functional Doc. Brian Friedlander? I hope I said that right. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Good morning. Rants About Tech live. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Says, has anyone bought the MobiScribe Wave Color Kaleido Plus display? Kaleido Plus. Interesting. Can we help him out, chat? Functional Doc says, okay, Brian, he's going to answer that for you. All right. So anyway, that was my thing. So it sounds like the consensus is that, yes, okay, as long as you can maintain your integrity. I have no way of proving that, right? I'll mull that over. We'll have another conversation about this, chat. We'll definitely have another conversation about this because keeping my channel integrity is way more important to me than making a few dollars. Speaking of which, let's go back to someone says, how much money are we talking about? Gregory says, how much money are we talking? It varies. Anywhere from, a few $100s to a couple $1,000s. You know what I mean? So it varies on what these companies want to pay you for a video. I know a guy who got paid 10 grand for a video, which when I heard that, I was like, maybe I should rethink this. But I would only do it if I could maintain integrity. No one's offering me 10 grand. I can tell you that right now. No one's offering me that kind of money, but I get offered money to do videos with strings attached. I'm trying to break free of the strings though, and still get paid. If I can do that, maybe we have a conversation. Yeah, 4 digits. Chad, I appreciate you guys today. I appreciate you. You've made this decision making a little bit easier for me. You're giving me your feedback. I've been toiling with this for weeks. I turned down so many. As soon as people mention money, I turn them down. And I think I'm gonna stop doing that and hear them out. And like 10 grand. And he's not even a big YouTuber, the person I'm talking about, who got paid the 10 grand. And what's so weird about it is he set his own stipulations for the 10 grand. It was wild. I'm like, you can do that? You can tell them they don't have say, but still pay you? Wow. Okay. Let's talk. I'm like, I need to talk to my viewers about this. Yeah, definitely, Greg. Gregory, the guy that got offered the 10K definitely makes a lot of money in ad. He definitely make ad money. He's doing good in ad money. He turns down most things, but he took that when he realized that they would pay him without any stipulations, which is a game changer for me and him, for that matter. But anyway, let's get back to the list here. Oh, last thing we got on the list is the Q&A. Any tech related questions, you guys, before we get out of here? Any eInk or tech related questions we got before we get out of here? I'm definitely going to consider this stuff though, and mull over all of this stuff and see if it can make sense on my channel. If I can make some stipulations, and it seems like I might have the credibility to make some stipulations, we'll see. The product he was promoting was I don't know how much. The product wasn't the product itself wasn't worth 10 grand. I know that much. I don't know how much the product was worth, but it wasn't worth 10 grand. But I guess the thinking was they'll make way more than that 10 grand in the publicity they'll get from him making the video. Yeah, the product was not the product. It may have been like a $6,000 product, maybe 7,000. You know, the product wasn't more than the payment for sure. Going to the chat real quick. Jay says, "Nah, I'm just going to complain that we still have no ship date for the Note Max and move on." Okay, no doubt. So no, yeah. So no ship date for the Note Max. We still don't know when the A5X is coming out. We don't know that either. It's okay. It's all good. It's going to be a great 2025 for eInk and tech in general. So we still have that. Working on the video for the Note Air 4C hardware review. I'm gonna email Jeffrey Moss this morning to see if he can do the cameo for me to add to the video, and we'll have that done. So I'll let you guys know more about that tomorrow. If it's not out today, I hope it's out today. I'm working hard to get that out today. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get. Oh man, I didn't even see. No one remind me about the outro music. Let's get the outro music going. Bam. Okay. All right. There we go. That's how you do an outro, with some outro music from the channel. Ties everything all in. All right. Thanks everybody for joining me today on this Tuesday. Don't forget it is Giving Tuesday. Don't any charities you guys like to give to. Today is one of those days to think about that. Thank you guys for joining me. And the sun's coming out. No disc golf today though. It's too cold. Too cold for disc golf. Too cold for disc golf. We got people in the chat. What we got? There was Note Air A5X2 drama on Reddit last night. Oh boy. I know what we're talking about on tomorrow's stream. A5X2 drama. I'm here for it. Thanks, Jeffrey. Thank you. I really. Thanks. Nizoni said she pinned Jeffrey. They took it away. You gotta add that back. We need Jeff. We need Jeff's cameo on the video. I'm emailing him right after the show. All right, everybody. That's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys have an awesome day and that you enjoyed the show today. Again, appreciate you. Take it easy. I'm going to think about all of this information we got about the paid videos and take that into consideration. All right. Until next time, everybody. Take care.